Today with us is Swami Mahamedhananda ji. Swamiji is editor of Vedant Kesari, which is published from Ramkishan Mutt, Chennai. Swamiji, my question is, what is spiritual power? And Swami Vivekananda told us that we must manifest our spiritual power. And how does this spiritual power is going to help students in their professional lives, or the professionals in their professional life and personal life?
Yes.
So please explain to us.
Yeah. We should know what is spirituality. Spirituality means manifesting my true inner qualities. What do you mean true inner qualities? Usually we function from the body and mind consciousness. I am aware that I am a body. I am aware that I am a mind. I have thoughts, I have feelings. We function from these two levels, body and mind level. And also little deeper, ego. Ego is more subtle. But actually, body and mind functioning brings both happiness and sorrow. There is good and bad in it. Body gives happiness sometimes, pain sometimes. Mind has some good thoughts, bad thoughts. It feels happy, it feels sad. So we think we are this body, mind and ego. The discovery of the Vedic rishis was that behind body, mind, ego, there is something else, which is the source of this body, mind, ego. Deha, man or ahankar ki piche hai. What is that? They said it is pure consciousness. And they said this is our real identity. We are pure consciousness. The word used for pure consciousness is Atman. So they told us, the more you go inside and you function from the deeper levels of your personality, the manifestation of life will be more nobler and more divine.
So what is this deeper? What is this deeper?
Deeper is, you can function from the body level, you can function from the mind level, you can function from the ahankara, I level, I so and so, I so and so. Behind this body, mind and I, there is pure consciousness. As we go deeper into our true identity, then we will manifest what is called as divine qualities. Daivi guna, Bhagavad Gita tells us.
How to do that? How to do that?
Yeah. Bhagavad Gita tells us these are divine qualities. Asuric qualities are also there, divine qualities. Divine qualities come when this mind becomes pure. How to do that is the question. The inner light, people call this divinity also as light. Now that light is obstructed by the mind and the body, ego, mind and body. If this mind and body is impure, if the ego is a very unripe ego, as Sri Ramakrishna says, the inner light is not properly manifested outside. The challenge is to purify the mind. All religious practices are to purify the mind. When the mind becomes pure, its true nature, that is the Atman or whatever the consciousness, that qualities will start manifesting through the mind. So we have to tap into our inner self. So the rishis gave us this question, who am I? Main kaun hu? Main kya hu? Shankaracharya in his Bhajagovindam, he repeatedly tells us, ask this question, find out who you are. Before you die, you have to know who you are.
Maharaj, we keep on doing puja part, going to temples. Is not this spirituality?
Spirituality at a very elementary kindergarten level. It is just going half an hour, pujari will do some puja, you stand there and you also pray only for what? Exam should pass, my daughter should get a good husband, my son should get a good job, my disease should be cured. Do you pray for knowledge? Do you pray for peace of mind? If you pray for peace of mind, it is only in connection with outside problems. Do you pray that I want to know who I am? We really don't do that. So spirituality is not simply going to temples. Spirituality is trying to discover the inner strength. And when we go inside and tap into ourselves, we will manifest what? Pure love, infinite strength, infinite knowledge. Every rishi has told us, go inside, you will see what power will come out. Swamiji says, strength will come out, goodness will come out, purity will come out. When this comes out, outside world will always give challenges. It will always be punching me left and right. I will not lose my balance. And more than that, I will become a source of peace and happiness to people around me. This man will be balanced and he is full of peace and joy inside. He will be able to share that peace and joy with outside people.
But Maharaj, when a person next to me, like my colleagues, my friends, my peers, they are punching me with the, worldly affairs, with the, uh, discriminatory behavior. How should this spirituality will help me to
Yes.
any youth?
Yes. It will
Because they
help.
face this problem a
Yeah.
lot.
That comes because of selfishness, and that main root is selfishness. They don't realize that we are all interconnected. I cannot hurt another person without hurting myself. The whole universe is one. That people do not understand. They hurt others, they try to pull them down, they are jealous, they are angry, and they do all crookedness. Now, a spiritual person will be able to digest it. That doesn't mean he will be very placid and he will take whatever they give. You have to stand up for what is correct, but he will not hate them. That is the biggest thing. And he will not also sit and cry in self pity. He will not do that. When a small child beats its mother, will the mother get angry at the child, or will the mother sit and cry? She will say the child doesn't know. So she will forgive. A spiritual person will forgive, but he will take steps to not to have the same experience again.
Maharaj, Swami Vivekananda has also said that jealousy is a mark of slavery. A slave person is jealous of other.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
but nowadays jealousy is very much in practice. How to
Yeah. Because-
spirituality will help to
Yes.
overcome this.
Yes. Because of greed. Jealousy has come because of greed. They cannot bear someone, a colleague or a neighbor doing well. That comes because of selfishness. That the root of everything is selfishness. I have to be better than the other person. So that will go with spiritual practice. Spiritual practice will help me to realize I am connected with my neighbors, with this whole universe. This nature and I, we are interconnected. This is a truth discovered by our rishis. You cannot harm this nature without harming yourself.
So, what is this spiritual practice?
Spiritual practices are of many kinds. You can go through Raja Yoga, where you will understand the workings of your mind, still the thoughts in the mind, and the mind slowly becomes still and calm. It will start reflecting the inner light. You can go through the Gnana Marga, path of knowledge. You will use discrimination, power of Vichara, Viveka, Vichara, and you will see through this illusion of so many bodies, so many minds, and so many things, and you will say none of them are finally true. So through that path of knowledge, you will come to the truth. You can come through the path of Bhakti Yoga, devotion. You will love God so much that you cannot hate anyone. A lover of God cannot hate anyone. Then through Karma Yoga, path of action, you will be engaging in action which is so unselfish, which is so pure, that slowly the mind becomes pure and it will reflect the inner life. So Swamiji speaks about these 4 yogas, and in the Ramakrishna order, Swamiji wanted us to practice all the 4 yogas simultaneously.
Thank you, Maharaj. Thank you for sharing with this knowledge. Hope this discussion will help our youth to manifest the divinity within, and we can have a wonderful life. Thank you. This is Madhvi Sri from Ramkishan Mission, Chennai Mutt, for the World of Positive News.